Okay, so you understand that. So test this question. Did I make the wrong choice?
Yes.
So that, and test, is that what I reacted to? Did I traumatize myself as a result of that choice?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now a trauma happens when, a trauma is when you do something to yourself and or somebody else. So you want to test both things. So test this. Did the trauma happen because I did something to, did I do something to somebody else?
Yes.
Okay, and also you test, did I do something to myself?
Yes.
Okay, so welcome to the Cure Show, Reg. Good to have you. Say hello to the folks out here.
Hello.
Why did you decide to make this movie?
I guess I think it can help people.
So you want to help people?
I know it can help people.
Yeah. Okay. And you know it can help people because why do you know it can help people? How do you know that?
Oh, it's been helping me.
You know, one thing I've noticed about you is that you're actually very good at this, and you've attained control over your, like for example, like if you start to get a flu, you can kill the virus, right?
I think so.
I mean, you've done that before, just like the other people who do this. So you, like, it's dependable to you. Like, you have the ability to do it. And also, you're kind of modest, so I notice you don't like to, like, brag. But I think this is probably a good place to do a little bragging, because people need to know that, you know, we can do this stuff. That's why I brag. So now we're going to learn things. You know, that's what this movie is about. I'm going to clear some trauma with you. And you can see the trauma lessons, but the people watching the movie can't see them unless I show them. Like, I can pan the camera over. I'll just do that right now so people can see that. See, you're on the web. You're on a hookup, and you have these pages. This is a directory of lessons about how to cure trauma. See, it says it's easy, an overview of the steps, and so on. So that's what it is. This is a page where people learn how to cure trauma, and this is what we're going to be working on. Okay. I want you, and also you're going to be testing. Now, what does your signal look like when you test? Okay, I want you to test, do I have any trauma to take out, and see if you get a signal.
Do I have any trauma to take out? That's a yes.
Okay. Now, I didn't actually see anything happen, so just describe it. You can put your hand down. Just describe what just happened, like what you felt.
My finger separates from I'm having it. It's touching each other, and when I get a yes, it separates. Okay.
I've seen a lot of people test that way. I never knew you could test that way. And then a guy, years ago, I was making a lot of movies with people who had HIV, so I was at the gay resort in in St. Petersburg. Barb and I used to drive down there, and we'd grab people and sit them down and make movies with them and by the pool. We made a lot of movies by the pool in this resort. And this guy tested like that, and I just couldn't believe it, but that became the way we do it. or at least the way some people do it. But it's the finger movement, like the twitching that I get, is based on what you just showed us, that he showed us. So now, okay, test this question, okay? Do I have more than 10 current trauma affecting me right now? Now this is current trauma. This is like around the last 2 months, things that may have happened in around the last 2 months. Do I have any current trauma that are affecting me?
Yes.
Okay, so more than 10.
Yes.
More than 30. No, right? You're getting no.
No.
Okay, so not more than 30. So actually, that's not, that's
I've
real.
been working on this.
You what?
Said I've been working on this a lot.
Oh, you've been working on it. Okay, so that's why. How many did you have when you started working on it?
Thousands.
Okay, but you know, we're talking about, see, with current trauma, the things that happened in the last 2 months, I've seen people have maybe 60, but, you know, I think 30's okay, you know. So I want you to go back. I'm going to show you how to find a current trauma. And you've been working on past life trauma too, right?
I did it one day. I did that.
Okay, so you can reduce a lot of trauma just by doing it for one day. So now I want you to go back and just test through the days before. Are there any current trauma from today? First, try that.
Yes.
Anything from today?
Yes.
Okay, now you have to find the time that it happened, and today started at midnight in Hawaii. You're in Hawaii, on Oahu. So test from like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, because it can happen when you're sleeping. And find the time for me. Tell me when you get a time.
And 1.
Now, is that when you woke up?
Yeah, I woke up at midnight, right before midnight.
Okay. So did you start traumatizing yourself right when you woke up?
Before I went to bed.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it was right before you went to bed. Now, do you remember what happened? Like,
Yeah, I'm having relationship issues.
okay, so you were having an issue about your relationship. Did you actually have a conversation with the person?
A couple of text messages, but mostly I was just trying to ignore it.
Okay, so you had a couple of text messages, and during that time you started to traumatize yourself when you got the text messages. So test, was it the text messages? Was it that interaction with that person?
No.
Okay, it wasn't the interaction. So what else happened?
No, it was already prior to that.
Okay. What time did that happen and what was it? Like, was it a conversation? You don't have to say what you said to each other if you don't want to or whatever, but you do want to say, was it a conversation? You know, what? You're trying to just pinpoint what it was. You don't have to describe it in too much detail because we're going to take it out, okay?
I try to already understand what it was. I already know I've been dealing with the same thing. It's just that my behavior, I'm just resorting back to old behaviors in certain aspects of how I'm dealing with it. So I kind of understand why it kind of just takes me back.
Yes,
that
yeah.
I came to a place with it, and then it's taken me back because of my behavior of not making the right choice and what I'm choosing to do. It's been like taking me back.
Good. Okay, so you understand that. So test this question. Did I make the wrong choice?
Yes.
So that, and test, is that what I reacted to? Did I traumatize myself as a result of that choice?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now a trauma happens a trauma is when you do something to yourself and or somebody else. So you want to test both things. So test this. Did the trauma happen because I did something did I do something to somebody else?
Yes.
Okay, and also you test, did I do something to myself?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it actually was both. You started doing something to yourself at that time. Test this question, am I still doing this to myself?
Yes.
Okay. Now test, did I clear it? Have I cleared it?
No.
You test no.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something I need to do to clear it? Getting no on that too?
Yeah.
You getting yes on it?
That's a yes.
You got a yes.
Yes.
There's something you need to do. Okay. Now, is that something that you need to say to people, to someone?
Yes.
Okay, so you need to say something to somebody. Is it something that you need to also, you can test some other things. One is to say, do I need to make choices to clear it?
You say that again?
Do I need to make choices to clear it?
Yes.
More than one choice?
Yes.
More than 3 choices?
No.
Okay, so get a number of choices you need to make. It's either 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of like right now, just the things are running through my mind. I'm just not very clear right now.
Well, that's why we're testing. So see what you get a signal on, 1, 2, or 3.
one choice.
Okay, one. Do you want to tell us what it is?
Well, it's definitely an apology to the person.
Okay, so is it an apology?
Yes.
Great. Okay, you know that we have a lesson on apology. Did you notice it?
Yes.
You did see that?
Yeah, I've been going through that.
Okay. All right, good. So, so you're going to do this, right? I mean, you're going to follow up. You're actually going to apologize, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay.
Because if I don't, it's just going to continue the cycle.
Do you feel any different?
Yeah, there's a piece right now. I can even feel blood even rushing back to my head.
So there's a difference. You feel a difference.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the reason we test. Remember a minute ago how you were saying like there was all this stuff going through your head and you weren't very clear?
Yes.
Just a second ago you were saying that. Now, do you feel different from that now?
Yes.
Okay. That, you just cured something. This is what it is to cure something, just for the information. I mean, I know you know that, but just for the information of the people watching this. This is what it looks like for somebody to cure something. And this is how you cure cancer. Exactly what you just saw, what anybody just saw you do right here. Like when the blood rushes back to your head, and if you had been taking out cancer instead of a trauma, when the blood rushed back to your head and you stopped, all the thoughts stopped and you felt clearer, that would mean you took out something that was causing the cancer. That's how it works. That's a demonstration. Now, we have like about 10 minutes to continue with this for this morning, because we have a cure team meeting at 12:15. I want to ask you how you would like to spend that time. Like, what do you think would be the most productive thing for you to do that would help you the most?
I don't know, run through the prayers, because I haven't yet this morning. I've been doing that every morning.
Okay, but we don't need to do that in a movie. So,
Yeah.
what would you like? Well, I'll tell you something else. Here's a question we could ask. Let's try this then. Is there a trauma from a past life that's affecting me right now? Ask that about yourself. I'd like to try to do 2 traumas, because I think you get in the habit of it, and it'll help the person watching this, to hear it again in a different way. So you get a yes on that, right?
Yes.
Okay. First thing you do is date it. So is it over 100 years ago?
No.
Okay. Over 50 years ago?
Yes, over 50.
Try to get, around the exact time. Like 63, something like that. Just see what I can do is I can roll numbers through my head and my finger will move on the, I'll say the 73rd dimension. That's what it comes to, if I'm testing, I'm trying to take out an impairment, and I'm trying to test what dimension it's on. So just see if you can find an exact number of years ago. and tell me when you got one.
I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable right now.
There's something about this that you don't want anybody to know.
Just don't feel comfortable. I don't know.
Well, is that what it is? Is that there's something in this trauma that you don't want anybody to know, Reg? Test that. You know, is there something about this trauma that I don't want people to know?
Maybe I don't want myself to know.
Okay. Good thinking, you know. Let's put it this way. If you want to keep a disease, don't find out about it, and it will stay there forever. As soon as you find out about it, you start curing it. Anything you start to know starts to disappear, which is why when people just test about, like they find something out about themselves, something disappears. I mean, I've taken out viral infections that I was coming down with just by finding out that I had one, and I tested that it was in my spiral body, and poof, it was gone, you know, like that. So let's go for it. Is it over 60 years ago?
I get a yes.
Over 70? That's a no, right?
I don't know. I'm getting yes and no.
Around 70? Nothing.
I guess so. If I go more than 70, no. Less than 70, yeah.
Okay, so how about 69, 68, 67? Try that. Now, ask this question. Did this trauma happen over a number of years? Did this last a number of years?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now you ask things about it. Were you on Earth?
Yes.
Find a continent.
Look, I'm already thinking Vietnam shit.
You get Vietnam. Did you test that?
But yeah.
Test if you were a Vietnamese person or a French person or, you know, somebody else, some other kind of nationality.
I'm American.
Okay, you were an American. This was about, and it lasted a period of time. Just off the cuff, test, you know, what pops into your mind? First of all, are you a man or a woman?
Oh man.
And test off the top of your head, do you see anything, like what do you see, sense, or feel about this?
I don't know, it's making me think about a lot of things in my life, of even just personal life and feeling connected to a certain period of time, even though I wasn't even really there.
This is, you know, this is what taking these traumas out does. You're actually like, that's what I always found too. Like it made me think about myself and understand myself better. And know like what I'm trying to do right now in this lifetime, like why I am the way I am. Like I can find that out by going into these past lives, and because for a lot of the time, Reggie, we've been trying to do the same thing, lifetime after lifetime. And sometimes we've done really bad things, and sometimes we just failed in a mission. Like you could test, does this have to do with a failed mission, for example?
No.
Test, did I do something that I feel bad about doing now?
No.
Did I lose a loved one? Many loved ones. Was I unable to, you know, prevent things from happening that I wanted to prevent? The questions like that, you know, just test various questions and see if you get a signal on one or more of them. Or what pops in, test what pops into your head and see if you get a signal on that.
Something happened to me.
Okay. Was it bad?
Yes.
Do you have any vision or picture or idea of what it was?
Oh, basically, I guess I think I was like captured or kidnapped.
Aha. You could test this question. Did I become some way or turn into some way that I didn't want to be when I was captured?
Tortured.
Okay. Well, test this question. Have I removed this trauma?
Maybe pieces of it, not all of it.
So test, have I reduced it?
Yes.
Okay. This is a good lesson in trauma removal. This is the way you do it. You know, just what we're doing here. I'm really glad we made this movie because, you know, if I'm going to just show the people again this page of lessons, and these things really help. But it does also help to actually see somebody doing it. See, there's this whole long series of things to inquire about and work with and do. But it's nice to just see a hands-on experience like this. Now, you have more to do on this. And you can just do that when we're not on camera. You know, you can just keep going. You can work on this trauma for days, weeks, as long as you want. The important thing to remember, Reggie, is to test what comes into your mind. Some of the things you will not get a signal on because they're wrong. They're just trips you're trying to lay on yourself. And others you will test and you will get a signal on it, and that means that, you know, you're curing the thing, okay? Yeah?
I don't know, it all sounds like a trip to me.
It is. It's a trip. Well, it's been really good doing this with you. I've enjoyed myself a lot. And that is our movie. Now, I just wanted to say that if you want to speak to somebody, I would be available, possibly, and also my outgoing message on my phone does give instructions about how to start if you haven't started yet. So, or you can just, leave me a message and I'll get back to you. So please feel free to call me. I'd be happy to speak to you. And here's my number. It's 813-672-3419. And I hope you enjoyed this movie. And it's fine to call me up and just tell me how you felt about it.